Good morning.
Hey, yo, what the?
10KTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of 10KTV presented by 10,000 Takes. My name is Boss Man. Yeah, you can run. Just keep the captain's patch on the screen.
Yeah,
Fuck
sorry.
it. Just repeat it.
Yeah, my bad.
Joined by Sarge behind the camera there and Jake. But yeah, now you can run the captain's patch
Yeah,
ad.
sorry.
Oh
That
my God.
just fucking went right away.
It's because you're wearing a Blackhawks hat.
Yeah.
Loser mentality.
There we go.
over there.
Okay, it's on.
Folks, as you know, we have our own beer partnered with Elm Creek Brewing called Captain's Patch, a raspberry lemon shandy that is sold at the G Spot Grand Casino Arena, sections 105, 115, seat 13. You can also get a Burger Moe's before the game too, by the way, if you didn't know that. If you're going to be going to the Wild games anytime soon, I know there's a couple good matinee games coming up here in the next few weeks. Sarge, do you want to adjust my camera?
Yes,
I'm
I can.
sucked over to the right
yeah,
side of the
right.
screen.
It's when you're adjusting that chair, it was just.
I know. I
you
probably
almost knocked everything over?
kicked it like 7 times.
Look at that.
Look at, yeah. There you. Well,
What? Why is this?
yeah. There we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Okay. Should we get into the show?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Enough logistics, behind the scenes horsecockery. If you go to a Wild game, get the captain's patch. People are always posting it on their stories, tagging us in tweets. Love to see it, folks. But captainspatch.com. 21 plus. Please drink it responsibly. The Wild continue to be the hottest team in the NHL. They went up really in a David versus Goliath situation here against the Colorado Avalanche on Friday.
Not the Sabres.
Well, that could have been.
That could have been way worse.
Yeah. But dude, we tried to get into the Black Friday game. Way too expensive.
Yeah, we saw some tickets that dropped last second, but everyone was trying to bombard that link to get those tickets. Like they dropped like 2 minutes after puck drop, like
Yeah.
$100 nice tickets. But as far as everything else, it was like $140 for uppers. It was crazy.
Which is crazy. That's
Yeah.
that's more than playoff prices. Playoffs, I feel like, are 120 upper level.
I just think it was just all the elements combined of them. It being a holiday weekend, everybody's
People
in town.
weren't working. Yeah.
They're the hottest team in Minnesota right now, and everybody else is losing. I mean, other than maybe the Wolves, but in terms of like teams that look good, the Wild are hot, red hot right now, and I guess it makes kind of sense, but it just sucks. I wanted to go to that game.
Well, and the Avs had gone 30-some games without losing in not 30, but like 20-some games without losing in regulation. Technically, they've only lost in regulation once.
Yeah, they were 17-1-5 going into that. I mean, they still didn't lose. They still haven't.
They still haven't lost in reg since one of those first like 5 games.
Yeah,
which is
right.
crazy. But it was pretty Minnesota fashion like, I guess, for them to beat the best team in the league and then proceed the next night to lose to one of the worst teams in the league. However, Buffalo is almost 500. There's so much parity in the NHL this year. Like, there's not really any bad teams. There's not any like horrible teams. I mean, this year the Ducks are better, the Sharks are better, the Hawks are better, the Sabres are better. Even like the Rangers, who were struggling to score it, like they had scored 1 goal in 5 games at home, like they're playing better. So it's kind of weird. Like any night you play, you have a chance of winning but also losing, which you're not used to.
Yeah, no, it's been great, and the NHL's always been kind of known for the parity. But I was gonna mention like the Ducks, these teams that are even the Sharks, like they're looking better than their 1-11 starts that they've had the last couple of years. So it's good that the Wild are hot in a very well balanced league right now. I mean, they went like 11-1-2 in November. That's incredible.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, the Preds are really bad.
Yeah, I guess they're bad.
They're actually the only
they
team
suck.
I can think of
Well,
that
it's
really
sort of
sucks. I think the Canucks are also.
Oh
really
yeah, they're
bad.
8-13-4. The Canucks, who they're playing tonight, are 10-13.
No, we're playing them Saturday.
Oh yeah,
we got Edmonton, who's also
Edmonton,
kind of bad
Edmonton,
this
and-
year.
Yeah, Edmonton at slow start, not even really vying for a playoff spot. I mean, it's early, but they're not even like really in a playoff spot. They're outside of a playoff spot. So
Have you seen
they're
the
struggling.
the Blues are really bad too. Have you seen the rumors of Binnington potentially going to Edmonton? They're not really rumors, but it would just make a lot of sense because the Blues, the current trajectory, are going to be awful. They could be sellers at the deadline. Edmonton really needs a goalie. They've needed a goalie for like the last 4 years. and Binnington just got pulled last night and was like super pissed and stormed off the ice. So it would actually kind of make sense for him to go to Edmonton, which is crazy. But what I don't get if you watched the game against Buffalo is why Vladimir Tarasenko went out in the shootout.
Yeah, or wait, Tarasenko played? Or wait.
Dude, are you what are you texting someone?
No,
right now?
I'm looking at the standings.
Okay.
I'm
yeah,
looking at the
yeah,
Oilers' goaltending
Vladimir
situation.
Tarasenko did play. He played Friday too.
I didn't even notice that.
He played
I thought he was
not good.
still out.
Played Friday and
I
and
guess that's
Saturday.
not good. I guess that isn't good because he hasn't. That means he went out.
Jake, I'm gonna need you to lock the fuck in. Right
Well,
now.
I'm
What's
trying to.
going on right
I'm
now?
confused with the Tarasenko. I'm still kind of sick. So he got injured in the shootout. I'm confused right now.
No, dude,
I shouldn't have been looking. I'm just
hasn't-
trying to look up the goalie.
he hasn't
for-
played the last 7 games until Friday.
Yeah, I didn't even know he played on Friday.
Came
to be
in
honest
Friday.
with you. Yeah,
Actually, it might have been Saturday.
yeah.
You
I
might
didn't
have
even
a little
notice
more
him.
leeway on that. No. What was funny was we went to the shootout with Buffalo, right?
Yes.
On Saturday, and it was the first time a shootout had gone to 4 rounds. You know, they put in the typical. I think they always start with Zuccarello, then they go to Kaprizov, and then Boldy, and we haven't had to put a 4th guy in there yet. I
Oh,
believe, all
yeah.
year. Now, ideally it'd be Rossi, but he's hurt. But the next guy they throw in to do the next breakaway is Vladimir Tarasenko, who just skates in and just fires it wide of the net.
Oh
Didn't even-
yeah,
didn't
I
even
remember
hit
that
the
now.
net.
I was watching it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tarasenko, yeah, okay.
That was my take.
Yep,
That's Why
okay.
why was he in there?
I don't know. I mean, do they really have another option at that point?
Yeah,
I mean,
I guess
I don't know. I mean, having Rossi out kind of sucks. Tarasenko,
because Rossi's sick on the breakaways.
right?
Like he's got hands.
I remember that now. It's
Tarasenko
coming
literally
back
just
to me.
skated in and shot it as wide as he possibly could.
Yeah, I don't. He needs to just probably stay out of the lineup right now. Stay injured. Well, not stay injured. I don't want a guy to stay hurt, but I
You
mean,
want a JJ McCarthy soft benching?
yeah, he can go into
Concussion
Bill Guerin
protocol?
or John Hines' office and say, "I have a concussion. I need to go into concussion protocol."
High ankle sprain.
Yeah, or high ankle sprain, go out for 8 weeks. He can pull. If JJ McCarthy can do it, he can do it.
Or the Josh Donaldson high calf strain that just benches you for like the whole season.
For multiple years.
Yeah.
In fact, it makes you even retire.
It just
so
it could
there's-
just if you want a soft retire, just say you have a calf strain because that is truly a disease or not a disease, an injury that like just never goes away from what
haunts
I
you.
understand.
I mean, look, Royce Lewis too. Doesn't he have calf
Yeah.
issues? And that just has
Didn't
been ongoing.
Carlos Correa didn't he have calf issues as
Yeah.
well?
I think so.
My favorite injury of all time, baseball injury, was bilateral leg weakness, Joe Mauer. That was my favorite one of all time. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Bilateral leg weakness.
Yes.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
That's
I mean,
a soft benching. That's
General
what that means.
soreness. Jimmy
Didn't
Butler.
the load management general soreness is probably takes the cake. What was the was there a Twins pitcher last year that had some crazy injury we were talking about? It was some weird ass injury that I never heard before.
Was it?
I don't know that we shouldn't be going that deep into the Twins, but there was some weird ass injury that some pitcher had in like April that we were
Yeah.
talking about. I'd never heard of it before. So, but yeah, Vladimir Tarasenko has an abundance of injuries he can come up with that a doctor can just trust him on and they'll take him out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was rough. That right there can make the difference in getting an extra point
Right.
in the end. Just
Yeah, because
another-
if he would have
in a
made that
shootout-
shot or at least hit the post.
Yeah, I know.
Like if you have a good move and the goalie makes a good save or you hit the pipe, it's like damn, couple inches that way it would have gone in. Sailed it wide, very wide of the net. And a lot of fans were like, "Why the hell is he in there?" I listened to Russo's podcast today, and he's like, "Well, who else do you throw in there?" And I feel like maybe Yurov is worth a shot.
Yurov's out though, isn't he? Or,
No,
Jake, are you watching this?
no,
team?
actually, you might be right.
I think Yurov is out.
Was he out Saturday?
But when was he out?
Dude, this is
or
what
wait.
happens with the Wild, though. There's so many fucking
Oh, wait,
injuries all year.
I think he got injured on Saturday, didn't he? I swear
got in-
Yurov is out.
He might be out.
I'm pretty sure Yurov is out, and so that would make a lot more sense.
Sarge just bet Ben Jones
Look,
is
just look it
fielding
up.
the
Who's
fourth.
on the injury report right now officially? I'm pretty sure.
There's never like an official injury list. It's not like the Vikings where they publish a graphic.
Danilo Europe. Okay, yeah, he is out as of December 1st.
Okay, there you go. So Friday. So he didn't play Friday. No, December 1st is
It
yesterday.
was yesterday, so
Holy fuck.
he did probably play on Saturday, I guess.
Dude, what is
He must have got injured on Saturday then.
Yeah.
So he probably couldn't have. So that was option.
Lino's been out. Rossi's been out. We got those two right.
Yeah, Hinostroza's still out.
Oh yeah, Hinostroza has been out since we were
yeah,
a couple weeks ago.
for at least November 25th was his last status. So they're all like week to week apparently.
And they're trying to figure out the cap situation with that, which is why they waived Sarge's buddy Pitlick. But he cleared, so he's still on the. He gets to stay. No one wanted him.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yep.
Also, Jesper Wallstad, NHL Rookie of the Month, which is awesome. You know, I know they do a lot of different like player awards, like almost social media awards throughout the weeks and the months. But that's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that he kind of called out the media for saying people thought he was a bust?
Yeah. I know. I liked seeing. What did he say again? He said like.
So like
people
you
thought I was
all
a bust.
you all thought I was a bust, or some of you thought I was a bust.
It's like, well, he definitely was listening to all the people saying that we should trade him, or he was. Well, they were already bitching about him after his first start a couple years ago in Dallas when we had an injured-ridden team. He was basically playing on the Iowa Wild against a Dallas Stars team that was fully healthy. You got to trust the process. We've been talking about that. Talking about this is that he is a young goalie.
Yeah.
And he's he's playing very well. And did he? I'm blanking now. Who did he play on Saturday?
He played Friday.
Played Friday, which even if he would have lost, it would have still been a overtime loss. So
Yeah.
he's still undefeated. So
Yeah,
that's great.
and I think he's undefeated in shootouts.
Yeah.
He's a lightning rod when it
Yeah.
comes to overtime and shootouts.
That's right, because I remember on Saturday now, I'm like, oh, it's Gustafson in net. Oh, gosh, if Wallstedt was in the net, what could have what could have changed or transpired? So.
And Wallstad shut down Cale Makar to win
Yep.
the game, and obviously did the Selly, which is awesome. Also, shout out Kirill the Thrill, 200 career goals. I believe he's only 10 or 15 short of all time for the Wild, behind Marian Gaborik. So I believe by the end of the season,
Easy.
we will be watching a new franchise leader in goals, which is that sad?
Yes.
I mean, we've only been around for 25 years. That I guess that's not a small number, but it's not not like 100 years and he's going to lead the franchise in goals. But
It just goes to show after 25 years, we've only truly have had maybe one franchise all-star. We've had great players, don't get me wrong, but like Marian Gaborik, like he really was like the only all-star franchise guy. And it is crazy that I was seeing it that Kaprizov, he's definitely going to hit it. Like has already 17 goals this year, which is incredible through 24 games
he's
or
had
whatever.
10 in his last 11.
That's just crazy.
I think Boldy's had 8 in his last 10.
Boldy's up there too. Like it's insane what Kaprizov is doing. It's nuts. But yeah,
Almost
he's
like
definitely
he's worth the
gonna break it.
money.
He honestly
right?
might be
Yeah.
you might be worth $18 million.
People, I forgot who I was talking to or have been talking to, but people are still bitching. People have still been bitching about that
Right.
contract. What are you supposed to let him go?
Well, here's what you have to say.
What are you doing?
Here's what you have to say. Look at his numbers this year. He's technically still on $9 million.
Yeah.
Is he the greatest contract in the NHL right
Probably,
now?
for
Will he
sure.
be next year? Probably not. Right now, for the production he has at $9 million, maybe the best contract in the NHL.
It comes down to it's priceless at this point. You need a player. If we don't have Kaprizov on this team, we're not the same team.
Dude, if we don't have him this year, just statistically speaking, in terms of goal production, we're like 6 or 7 wins less. Actually, you look at all the overtime wins he's had. He's had, I believe, 2 or 3. You could safely assume that we lose those games in shootouts potentially.
Yeah, easy.
So, yeah, maybe the greatest contract in the NHL right now.
Yeah, I would agree. He's insane.
Yeah.
Kirill the Thrill.
And now the Wild make their swing up to Canada. They got Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver, all 8 and 9 p.m. games. So
Of course.
a little later. I just wanted to formally tell Sarge to suck it, because we did beat the Hawks
Hawks,
on Black Wednesday.
Yeah.
I didn't know this too. Going into the game, Connor Bedard has only scored 1 goal against the Wild. Obviously, he scored the other night, so 2 now
Yep.
in his career.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
So we're pretty good at shutting him down.
we are. That's
And
good.
dude, that all goes back to Joel Eriksson Ek. If you look at his shutdown defensive stats and like goals expected against the Wild, and when he's defending versus goals expected from other teams, it's always lower against the Wild because we're just defending so well and have such great goaltending. So, Sarge, you now have to. Well, we'll purchase it with the company card.
Hell yeah.
You have to rep the 2008 global financial crisis sweatshirt now.
Yep.
Can't wait.
What's the rule on that? Like he has to wear it for like an entire week or something.
Yeah.
I'll wear
every
it for a
day?
week.
Yeah, you have to
I
wear it
think-
for a week.
I think you'll rep that very
It's
well.
got to be a week where we're together a lot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
we
like
do have
if
to
it's
figure
just
that
like
out.
he's just wearing it around his parents' house.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we gotta make sure there's like we have some like public outings or something.
Yeah.
So you definitely have to wear it. I think you'll rep that better than I would have repped that. So
Christmas. He's got to wear it to
Yeah.
Christmas dinner. Are any of your family
or-
members affected by the 2008 global financial crisis?
Guaranteed.
or start going out to people's doors like you're like like the Mormons or whatever, and be like, "Can I tell you about the 2008 financial crisis or whatever?"
Yeah, it's like he's like an awareness campaign.
yeah, yeah. Or you
But-
go to ugly sweater party. That's just what you wear.
So Sarge, we play each other at the X.
Yes.
Sorry, the G
We're-
spot.
We're going.
We're going, and that one is that January?
January like 16th or something.
It's
like
also a
that.
Tuesday, so we'll have to figure out when we want to record the show. Maybe we'll record it Wednesday or Thursday that week.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, because we'll get into the Vikings, but they're not even. We can kick that show out. No one wants to listen to that right
The
now.
Vikings will
Yeah,
be
we'll get-
essentially just nothing by then.
So we're gonna do the lime scooter bet for that game, right?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
that.
Yep.
Me versus you.
And if you lose again,
Jake, you're 2-0 in bets now.
I am technically. I'm undefeated at bets.
Yep.
So I don't. I'm probably never gonna get punished, which is fine. One of these days they'll bite me in the ass. I'll be doing some. I'll lose a bet that's like really bad.
Yeah.
Even worse than these two.
One
bets.
of our punishments one of these days has to be you have to sit outside of the sports game and do the drum thing.
Oh yeah.
You'd actually be good at that, though. You are
I
a
think
drummer.
that would be. I think that would be kind of fun.
I don't even know if that'd be a punishment for you.
I know. I would just
You'd
enjoy that.
enjoy
I'd
that.
just sit there just the whole time, just put it on a bucket. I got some drumsticks.
A lot of people would take pictures with you too.
Yeah. for
And you
sure.
might actually make some money in tips.
Yeah, people will be like, "Oh yeah, I feel bad for this guy."
You could give that money back to the company.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Sarge, remember when you brought the bubble hockey machine? into-
Don't bring this up.
I'm gonna bring it
This
up.
is funny.
Sarge, so bless his heart, he donated the bubble hockey machine that currently sits in the studio, and he's like, should we require people to pay quarters to play it like you would in a rink or an arcade or something? And I go, what? Why? And he goes, well, we can make money from it for the company. And I'm like, so people who only hang out in our studio have to pay a quarter every time they play bubble hockey, so we'll make like
$1.
$8.
Yeah, maybe if that.
Brilliant, dude. This is like when dodgeball, like an impromptu car wash.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You probably
Except
would
you
make
just-
a little more money doing that.
That's true.
We should do a car wash. Okay, this
should.
is getting out of
We
hand.
could do a car wash.
Um,
Fundraiser for what?
well, all I gotta say, if we can go this next stretch, let's say 2-1, you should be able to beat Calgary and Vancouver.
Yeah.
Those are two bad teams.
Yes.
The Oilers
Yeah.
are off to a rough start. They don't have goaltending. What's new? But they're obvious. They could be a palpable opponent anytime. But Calgary and Vancouver are so bad that you have to just beat them straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you are going into the shit abyss that is Canada.
Right.
Into their home ranks where, they'll always have some rowdy fans doing whatever they can to try to shake things up and give themselves home ice advantage, but I think they can beat them handily, or at least come away with at least 3 points between those two games. Like if you lose in overtime to one of them or a shootout, whatever, but at least win one of them outright.
Are the winters here worse than Canada right now?
No.
Is it bad up there too?
They gotta
It
be
has
just
to be
as
if it's
bad, if
bad
not
here.
worse.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's got to be worse because I know I was looking at temperatures in like northern Minnesota.
That
like,
might
up
be a
in-
dumber thing
Yeah,
than the Sarge bubble hockey.
you might be thinking of
profit
like
scheme.
Toronto.
Yeah,
which
which
is
is a
further
little
south,
more
but I
south.
mean Calgary and Edmonton are way further.
Yeah,
north
and
of us. They're definitely
those
dealing with
places. They have towns there that they don't even have roads. You have
Yeah.
to fly to like a regional airport.
It's insane.
I was
Like-
once last thing on like Russo and LaPanta. I was listening to them talk about traveling to Canada. apparently like their snow removal is just really non-existent.
They
Like,
just let it. They
They
just let
they
it
just
happen.
kind of like let it fall and just deal with it. Whereas we, have like 100 plows going out at 4 a.m. just to plow the freeways from a dusting. Like we have it so good here.
We
And,
do. Because you hear of like the horror stories in like Texas whenever it snows, or even
Yeah.
in like places in Georgia or whatever. I've heard stories where it'll snow down there, but they obviously it's not very common, so they don't have any equipment to remove
Yeah.
it. But then you have Canada where it's the same thing, but it's the opposite, where they just put up with it and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's not a national disaster. Oh, the road is snowed in.
We'll
oh,
get
we'll
there
walk through it.
eventually.
Get your snowshoes on.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, take your fucking horse to work.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's talk Gopher football. 3-time Axe winners
Yep.
in a row.
Yep.
We also now are winning the overall series by 1 game. It was exactly tied going into Saturday.
Beautiful.
So now we officially own the Axe. And on PJ's 45th birthday,
Yep.
Saturday.
Yeah,
So-
he's a. I remember when he was just a wee lad coming into Minnesota. Now he's 45 years old.
He still had hair when he showed up.
He did shave it, I think, for a cancer thing.
Right.
But I don't know if he could grow it back. I don't know what the deal is there. Whatever. But yeah, the Gophers, dominating Wisconsin as of late, and I love it. And we did jump around.
Yep.
We've done that before when we beat them here. We did jump around at the end of the game. That is so satisfying. I love doing
You
that.
have to.
Because they shove it down people's throats. I've talked about this before. I talked about it before the game, where they try to trademark a song that already existed, before they created this trend. It's not that they had a trend called Jump Around,
Yeah.
and then the artist is like, I'm gonna make a song for you guys. That's how they made it seem like at Wisconsin. It's like, no, you took the song and then you make a T-shirt that says "Jump Around" with a Nike logo,
And you ruin
That's
your
annoying.
stadium's infrastructure.
Yes, that's
I-
already
Hundreds of thousands of people, not hundreds, but
not
thousands of people jumping around.
thousands of people jumping around in a stadium that's already very old.
Yeah.
It could be fall apart at any point. I mean, your program's collapsing. We don't obviously want your stadium to collapse,
Right.
but your program is collapsing, essentially. I saw that guy that was bitching about Minnesota being like the little brother school. Do you see that video?
Yeah,
of
I
that
did
guy?
see that.
It's like the little brother school, Minnesota. I'm like, bro, we just beat you 17-7. The Wisconsin is 4-8. Like, you guys, especially in the last 10 years, have sucked.
Well, and then the whole argument of it's pathetic to storm the field for beating a 4-win team recircled. It's the biggest rivalry
Yeah.
we have.
It's
And once again, why are you telling college kids what they should and shouldn't be
I
doing
know.
as a grown man who has a job and a family? Why are you freaking out on the internet that college kids shouldn't be allowed? Probably drunk college kids, because let's be honest, those conditions were not easy.
no.
After it was the real feel with wind chill and everything was probably around 5 to 10 degrees.
Yeah.
It was snowing, and it was snowing like sideways. It would get in your eyes. It was a pretty brutal game to sit during.
Yeah.
And they win that. Fucking let them do whatever they want. Kids were doing snow angels. The jump around was even better. Like running out, celebrating with the players. I bet there were kids who got to hold the axe.
Yeah.
Like if they stayed out there long enough. I'm just so sick of people saying it's pathetic to storm the field. When, especially in this game, now if you just beat like a 4-8 Purdue,
Yeah, no
then
reason.
don't do that.
No, that would be absolutely embarrassing. But of course, I got flooded texts from people like, "This is embarrassing." Like, this is one of the oldest, rivalry games in all of sports, right? Especially college football. Playing for the Axe border battle, like we
And
beat them. Like
this-
we're gonna sell. It's a proof. It's a trophy game. The Axe is notorious. Like
The
we're gonna
all-time
charge the field.
series was tied.
Yeah.
This was a big deal.
It was on PJ Fleck's birthday, like we said, and in the snow game, all the people that stuck it out, right? In that cold, and like I saw people with snowboard goggles,
Yeah.
like or ski goggles. You pretty much could have wore that because it was getting in your eyes at some points. It was getting cold enough where your eyelashes were freezing up and everything like that. So
You'd go to sit down and you'd be like, oh, my chair is covered in snow.
yeah, I couldn't sit down personally. Because I didn't probably dress honestly the most appropriate for it. I mean I was warm, but I was just wearing I was still wearing the Mike Hawk tie get up with khaki pants.
Yeah, dude, I don't know how you didn't get frostbite.
And I was wearing some nice leggings under that, but I couldn't sit down without my ass getting wet and becoming numb. At one point my ass was numb, and I'm like, I have to just stand up the rest of the game.
Yeah.
But you power through. And but yeah, that's then. By the way, also shout out to the Gophers for a 7-0 record at home.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first time they've done that since like 1967.
One win on the road is a little tough, but
No wins on the road.
no wins on the road.
Yeah, they went 7-5, 0-5 on the road. One technically at a neutral site location in Wrigley Field, even though that technically was well, I would say that's technically a road game,
That's
but
a road
it's
game.
not at Northwestern's home field. But yeah, I mean it was a road game, so yes.
I did love. So I was listening to PJ's like post game press conference on the way home, and I feel like this was kind of a dig at the naysayers. You know, he would never publicly call people out and say you all said this, blah blah blah. But he did kind of set a reminder for all the people who say, well, we've hit a ceiling. You know, we're never gonna win. You know, the Natty Champ. He said, you know, when I came to this school, what was it, 8 years ago? He said, everyone just said, do one thing, beat Wisconsin.
Yep.
And it's true. Like, when he showed up, that was all we wanted to do. And I'm not saying that should be the standard, but for people who say that they don't like PJ and that they don't think this program's going anywhere and that we could get better, like, remember that this is what you wanted. You wanted a guy who could beat the rivals. Now, the Iowa story is a whole different path.
I know.
But in terms of Wisconsin and PJ's history, he kind of owns them.
Well, I think PJ coming into this role, I think we had lost like 14 straight years since like 2002 or 2003. We hadn't beat them since then. And then I think in his first season, if I'm not, or first or second season, I don't know, might have been his first, where he just beats Wisconsin, like in Wisconsin or in Camp Randall. And that was the first time not only beating Wisconsin in like 14 or 15 years, but our first time winning in Wisconsin for the first time since like 1992 at that point when Jim Wacker was the coach. I don't know. Wacker.
Sounds like someone Sarge watches on the hub.
Yeah, right. Whack.
Oh, that's
Jim
Johnny
Wack-
Sins.
Oh, yeah, Johnny Sins. Oh. Oh, my gosh. What did you say last year about Johnny? You're like, yeah, big or something. I don't know if you described like big fan. Big fan.
I said I was a fan of his work.
Yeah, big fan of his work. Can we just
Thick ashtrays. Dude, I did see the guys at the Days Inn parking lot
Yep.
posted their stats of each tailgate and how much bottles of schnapps were consumed. Guess which game was number one?
Nebraska.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a warm game at the
On a Friday night.
yeah, in like middle of near the end of October.
Yeah, the weather was gorgeous. I think,
So-
was that the day? That was the day after Halloween? No, that was Michigan State.
That was Michigan State. So it was a couple weeks before that, or a week before that, or something.
Yeah.
But still, it was into fall, into October, and we actually had a nice day in like the 70s. And I remember bees were all over the place, which was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of ashtray shots were consumed that day. Still had a couple on Saturday,
Yep.
but but yeah, that Nebraska game I think took the cake in terms of drinks drank, I should
Yeah.
say, consumed
Yeah.
football tailgate this year.
Also, who would have thought that we would have gone with like the air raid offense on Saturday?
Yeah.
I really thought it was we were gonna see Lindsey throw the ball like maybe 10 times, and he threw a lot,
Yeah.
and it kind of worked. I mean, on one of the touchdowns at least, that touchdown in the back of the end zone, which was the second touchdown, it kind of sealed the game unofficially just because it was so fucking hard to score points.
Yep.
And did you notice? I know I was sitting with my brother. You were in the seats we're normally at. Do you notice how like at halftime they just shoveled one end zone, and
Yeah.
but they didn't shovel the other one?
Yeah, I don't know if that was something to do with they knew Wisconsin was they knew where we were going to be returning the ball, or did we start with the ball at the beginning?
We
of the
started with the ball
They
at
probably just-
the beginning
yeah.
of the game.
season?
This was actually the end zone Wisconsin was running to.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's a preference. There's
Yeah.
something to do with, no, we don't want it. We want to challenge ourselves. We don't want to see where the end zone is. We just want, I don't know. Well, I thought it was also, speaking of shoveling, like I noticed after the first break, they had a whole crew out there.
Yeah, it was like the Quick Trip Ice Crew basically, just to shovel the lines.
Yeah. I mean, they damn near were a Zamboni for a football field. I mean, because they have to shovel. Yeah, you got to see the hash marks and everything. They don't have to shovel the entire field, obviously. But I'm
Yeah.
like, that's still impressive.
Shout out to Apple Weather for saying we were only going to get 1 to 2 inches.
Yeah.
Did not happen.
No, I knew it was either going to be a thing with way Minnesota weather goes where we either get more than they said or just nothing.
Or no snow at all.
I was honestly would not have been surprised if there was no snow whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just because that's how it goes. But I actually enjoyed the snow. It made it
was cool.
a cool aesthetic.
It's
for the
not
game.
something I would want to do multiple times a year.
No.
Like Packer season ticket holders, or I'm just not built like that. But one really cold, brutal outdoor game a year is fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
I would agree. And it was a great. It usually does fall on this Wisconsin game.
Yeah.
So it's usually a fun rivalry game. Brace the weather, and we won.
Yeah.
And we finished 7-5. We'll see what bowl game we're going to. Hopefully it's not the Detroit Bowl or the Mowers Bowl or whatever the hell it is. But the Gophers were realistically maybe just a few plays away from being 9-3.
Yeah.
Going back to the Coy Parrish muff punt against California, and then the missed field goals, especially the last second field goal against Northwestern, giving up
Keyword
22
field goals.
field goals. We could easily finish 9-3, and what did they finish 5-4 in the Big Ten? Maybe. They could have finished 6-3, 9-3 in the Big Ten, something like that, and the record would have looked really good. And 9-3 looks good as a Big Ten team. 7-5 is still you competed a little bit or whatever, but it's better than going 4-8 like Wisconsin. But I mean,
And
we were so close.
A good first season for Drake Lindsey.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
it'd be
yeah.
nice to get him some more help, at wide receiver.
Yeah.
And even maybe stack up the tight ends, maybe beef up the O-line a little bit. But for the most part, he had a pretty good year as
did.
a first-year freshman.
He had some really good throws.
Yeah.
He was like, can you play for the Vikings
He's
right
fun
now?
to watch.
He's amazing. I mean, if he was our quarterback on the 2019 team with Rashad Bateman and Tyler Johnson, we go 12-0.
Don't disrespect Tanner like
I
that.
can't, I'm just saying.
Tell me you said that.
Yep, just say. I mean, I'm like, he's got the deep ball, but he's got that deep ball down, Tanner. Not that Tanner did. They just didn't throw deep with Tanner a lot. I don't know what that was, but I'm just saying Drake Lindsey has that touch. I don't know what it is where you can just lay the ball in there, finesse it in there, let the players caress the ball.
I don't like to give him credit, but almost like a Jordan Love deep ball.
Yes. Yeah, he slings it. But like we
So
talked
graceful.
about, the fact that what he did, I mean, that's not easy weather to play in, especially for a quarterback to keep your hands warm and caress the ball. I like using that term now. If you know, you know. But he played really well for how many times he had to throw the football. I mean, he looks comfortable back there. He has a good arm, and I don't think those games against like Ohio State and Iowa, I don't think those were really on him in terms of like why we didn't score a lot of points. He's a first-year quarterback playing in those environments, and our O-line just broke down in those games or whatever. But he's going to be a good QB.
Yeah.
I think here. I hope, and people are like, oh, he's going to transfer out NIL money. I'm like, no, he wants to stay here. He knows they're building something big. We're getting that Roman Voss guy next year. A couple other wide receiver recruits, I think, as well. Top 20 recruiting classes. It's only going to get hopefully better from here.
Yeah.
So
we ran into our friend Dragan Kesic, who was the kicker up until last year, and he said after that Northwestern game, he was getting hate DMs because people still think he plays for the team.
that was so funny. How many times did that probably happen, actually? So many kickers or even just general players of a quarterback that graduated, but people just don't follow it that closely to know when a quarterback graduated or something like that, and they just get random DMs.
Yeah, they're just
while
like
they're working in their office.
people who can't keep up with the constant turnover of a college football team. Just assume it's the same team as it was 5 years ago.
I think it's like the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not how it works. The players have to graduate. They have a certain amount of years of eligibility. Let's relax.
Yeah.
That's so funny, though, when you told us that. I'm like, it's hilarious.
You
No,
also
Drake is a
see,
guy.
do you see the group of dudes in the front row on our side, shirtless, and it just kept growing. Like it started with one guy, and next thing you know, there's two.
Yep.
And then there were four, and by the end of the game, there's like 12 shirtless dudes. That's the beauty of Big Ten football. You don't get that in the SEC.
No, you can't.
You can't replicate that.
No, they can bitch about, we have our tailgating experience, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you guys have the same weather damn near every week.
Yeah.
We have to brace the elements up here. We'll go out and still watch our 6-5 football team, 7-5 football
From
team
our-
in 20-degree weather in snow.
From our opening game, Labor Day weekend, to Saturday, in terms of real feel, it had to have been like an 80-degree difference.
Yeah.
Because that August one is usually a high of 80 at
Yep.
sunset.
Sometimes very humid.
Yeah, and then the Wisconsin, like, it's just crazy how the seasons change with the change of the actual season.
You can see as a season ticket holder, and if you go to all the games, you can truly experience the changing of the seasons. Of
what it's
Minnesota.
like getting drunk in every different temperature of the fall.
It is very entertaining. I will tell you that. I encourage you to become a season ticket holder with us.
Yeah.
So it's a super fun time. I know people bitch about the team and PJ and all this stuff. It's just the atmosphere. It's so entertaining. It gives you something to do on a Saturday. If you don't have some, if you're not busy like us on Saturdays, this is our lives on Saturdays.
Right.
Drinking beers and watching
And now
college
it's
schools
over.
ball. Now it's done. It's weird. I was just thinking about that today. I'm like, that's kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's why you got even like those brutal weather games. You just got to embrace it because you're gonna miss it, in another month.
I know.
But,
You will.
I didn't have anything else Gopher wise. I don't know if you had any Gopher hoops updates.
Oh yeah, they played in the Acrisure Invitational last weekend for
Chupacabra Open.
The college basketball's Chupacabra Open. Yeah, they lost by 4 to Stanford. I wasn't able to freaking watch it because I don't have CBS Sports Network, so that really bothered me. But I was paying attention to it on my phone. And
last week too, you were like, I don't have fucking. What was it on last week? Was it on something else?
yeah, or like it,
Big Ten Plus or
or
something.
ESPN Plus or something.
Oh,
or
yeah.
I don't know. Like, and I don't have ESPN Plus anymore. It was on something weird or big BTN Plus.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And they're playing like Chicago State, but still, I'm like, can't fucking watch them. It's on BTN Plus, which I used to announce for in college, so shout out, whatever. But still, you have to pay like
Oh, Jake, you're an alumni. You
$30. But now that I'm not an alumni, now I'm a fan.
Right.
I don't want to pay $30
Yeah,
a month for that. And then they played on, CBS Sports Network on Thursday. I think I was able to still watch them on Friday, but they lost by 4 to Stanford. Okay, they played well, and then they lose by 11 to Santa Clara.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
now they open up their Big Ten season against 22nd ranked Indiana tomorrow.
Yeah, they're
From
gonna
Williams
get
Arena.
waxed.
They
Are
could.
you gonna go?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll go there with our
Yeah.
unofficial correspondent
Phil and Minners.
Phil and Minners. Oh man, dude, that
Are they gonna
They
be
are so
Are
fun.
they gonna be on what do they call it? On the wood?
on the wood, on the court,
Under the
like,
wood, really?
under the wood
At
yeah,
Williams.
Yeah, because you're sitting under the wood desk. Those seats are awesome though, that are
Yeah.
right next to the Williams Arena. Like if I get invited, I'll go. I don't know what tickets are looking like, but I guess they sold out. The student section sold out.
Okay.
I think they're giving away
All
shirts.
those kids somehow survived frostbite from Saturday because
Yeah.
they just pan the camera up in the student section. They're all just wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts like it's fucking September outside.
I know.
It was funny though because I saw a lot of people on Saturday at the Winter Tundra game like underdressed, and by the fourth quarter you looked around, you didn't see anyone who was underdressed because they all left.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's shout out to Peter that sits in our section. He took off his shirt.
I did see that.
At one point.
I
He
looked
probably
over and I
looked
saw him tarps off.
And then it got to a point where he was like, okay, no, we got to tarps on.
Yeah, this is cold.
And then that other guy, Carl, that other dude that's over there, he's like, no, bottoms off. I'm like, that
God.
might get you a lawsuit, but
Yeah,
that's-
tarps off gets you respect. Bottoms off gets you a case.
you
Can't be doing that.
don't. Bottoms off could get you a legal case or a case of a sexually transmitted disease.
Right.
So, however you want to
Mother
take
Nature
it.
herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Go for hockey. Quick thing on it. Did you see that Eric Johnson did color for them this
Yes.
weekend?
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, and I saw.
Guys.
And being that they were playing in Denver at Ball Arena, and I know he bounced around, but did he retire with Colorado?
I
think
believe
he
so
was on
because
Colorado.
they brought him back at the deadline last year, but
Yeah,
it was more
that's
of
right.
a like, we just want you for the vibes kind of thing. And I believe he's retired now.
Yeah, he just retired.
He went to the U, right?
Yeah, he played at the U, so
Yeah.
it made total. It made total sense that he was there. I don't know if he's going to be like a permanent guy or they just brought him in because he.
Like a celebrity kind of color.
It was. I think they did play it at Ball Arena, where Colorado Avalanche plays. So it makes sense that maybe they just brought him in for a game. But I guess he did really well, and if they
And they
want to bring him
stole a
in,
game against Denver, Jake. Are you
they're
back?
coming back.
Are you-
I'm
they're back?
We no longer have to have a conversation about Bob Motzko. We're fine.
Wow, so you're all the way back.
The Gophers have come a long way since losing to Long Island.
So now we finally have 3 good college hockey teams in this room.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew the Gophers would turn it around. They have too good of a just like the Wild. They have too good of a roster, too many good recruits that Motzko recruited. They're just all young. Granted, there are so many young rosters in college hockey that, especially teams in Gophers past, that will come in and play well right away.
Yeah.
But I think that something wasn't clicking, and now they've they took 1 or 2 over Penn State last weekend, and now they took 1 over number 4. Denver was ranked 4th, and now they play I think a kind of struggling Ohio State team who I don't think is ranked this upcoming weekend in Columbus. So we can steal a win over Ohio State in some sport, I guess.
Yeah.
In Ohio State. So I think they're figuring it out. I think they're eventually turning around. They just got to get the 500. A sweep would be nice. I think they're like 7-9 right now. So it's embarrassing for Gopher
You
hockey.
got to get back
be
in the
like this.
pairwise.
Yeah, they're not even in the they're not even ranked. That's so annoying. They go for hockey. Ugh,
It's tough.
that is tough.
That's tough. All right, we could talk about the Timber Puppies now. you guys
Sure.
want. They finally beat a team with a over 500 record.
Now they've won 2 in a row against the Spurs.
Yeah, they beat
was a
2
good
of them.
win.
The Spurs was a really good win. The Celtics obviously have taken a step back the last few years, but and Ant has been averaging 29 points a game.
Dude, he's been absolutely attractive on the court. I mean, I think the
He
last
started kissing you. Would you stop him?
No, hell no. Not right now, especially. I think the last 5 games, he's had 30-plus points, had a couple 40 donut point games
Yeah.
in that stretch. So he is – I mean, are we surprised? Not really, but still to see him just being this successful because he had a couple down games before that stretch.
Yeah. Well, and
So
he
to
came
see him
back
doing
from
this-
injury, too. We were worried he
Right.
came back from injury too quick with a hamstring.
Right.
That's another one of those injuries, dude. If you're like, I have a bad hamstring, I'm just never going to play again. That's what
Yeah.
Tarasenko should just soft retire on a bad hamstring.
Or concussion protocol or general soreness, whatever.
Yeah.
We
JJ
don't
McCarthy.
We don't need to inject you into this shootout lineup anymore. But anyway, Edwards, wait, was it a calf injury? What was his injury again?
Yeah, I think it was hamstring.
Okay, hamstring. Oh, okay, that's.
There's so many
could be one of
fucking
those
injuries on all these teams. It is hard to keep them straight.
It is on everything.
Tiger Woods
but-
just had another surgery a couple weeks ago.
which is-
unrelated.
but still.
Also, just another one of my favorite
Master-
athletes that's just getting hurt all the time.
Masters come back. Here we come.
Yep.
Another 2019. Anyway, dude. Really little side tangent. I don't know why today I drove by like a golf course and I was kind of already thinking about the Masters and I'm like, kind of miss golf.
Oh, it's so early for that.
I know I shouldn't be. It's just like talking about bracketology this early, but I don't know why. Back to the Wolves.
What else you got on the Wolves?
Well, they, we didn't see, no crazy sweatshirts or attire this week. Just
No.
flat out buckets. Just good play from
Yeah.
them, and they have a soft schedule coming up. I saw so they can keep winning, and I think right now I know there's so much, so much season left, but they're teetering between the play-in and just being out of the play-in. Like they're in the 6th seed right now, I think. But then they're going. I just don't want to see them in that stupid NBA play-in tournament.
What about the NBA Cup, Jake?
Oh, aren't they out of that?
Yeah.
Are they-
They lost when they lost to OKC.
Oh,
on Wednesday,
yeah,
they,
so
they got
OKC
eliminated.
got the bid, yeah. Yeah, quarter.
'cause I
oh, my
saw-
God, the Suns got in and we didn't? That's absurd.
The NBA Cup's a joke. It's
We didn't want to win that anyways.
No, I think if we win that, it would be embarrassing. If you don't especially seeing a team. I don't want the next thing that we celebrate as a championship of our professional teams, where we're in the locker room spraying champagne, to be a mid-season tournament.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that.
It's kind
I
of
don't
like
care.
when MLB teams win the wild card round and they're just spraying champagne.
Yeah.
I did watch the game on Wednesday with my brother against OKC.
Yeah.
And that team has not changed with their embellishment. Did you guys see there was a clip where I believe Rudy went up for a rebound and his hand went up and it missed one of their guys' faces by like 4 feet, and the guy did this and fell over.
Yep.
And they called it a foul.
I was watching some of it. I definitely saw that, and it was just PTSD.
SGA is the same bullshit. He just anytime he gets touched, it's 2 free throws. It's just they're gonna just keep winning. They're just gonna keep getting away with it.
But they can't keep getting away with this. Isn't that Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Or something like
It's
that.
literally just what they do, though.
I know it's so annoying. Like they're trying to find cheap. It's like, do you really want to win like that? I'd feel like a piece of shit if I was winning it off of embellishment
Right.
and going to the line more than any other team. Like in the early to mid '90s, like the Bulls and Jordan teams would absolutely annihilate this team.
Right.
I mean, just even without touching them, so
Yeah.
they couldn't even embellish.
Dude,
Like,
imagine like the Pistons in the 90s.
Yeah.
When they remember how violent they would get?
Yep.
SGA would cry.
Yeah.
I think he would honestly just break down and turtle up in the middle of the court if he had to play against
The
some of the-
2004 Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I mean, just would destroy them. I mean, maybe wouldn't
Say-
destroy them, but like, I mean, it's just such a different time back then. It is getting ridiculous that they're just winning games. You know, especially when it's close games and it
Yeah.
does come down to free throws and they're just getting these stupid calls. It's
And for all the
frustrating.
all the Finch haters, he does do some stuff that is bold but pays off. I guess Sunday night the fourth quarter lineup was a group of players who have only played 15 minutes together all season, which some people thought that was like suicide, but it ended up paying off. Ended up taking down the Spurs, who had only had 5 losses all season.
Yeah, they were.
So North Loop Finch.
Yep, North Loop Finchy. I guess he just according to our sources, he just walks to the games. Badass.
Yeah.
I mean, why? If you live there, you can just might as well walk.
Good
He just
exercise.
doesn't care.
I don't know in this weather if you want to walk.
No, he might
No.
still drive in whatever nice vehicle he definitely deservingly
Dude.
has, but
If I was powerful enough or rich enough, I would just hire a driver to take me 2 blocks. Just,
Without a doubt,
just
dude.
just to say, just to say you could, right?
Yeah, they probably can provide him a driver. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah,
hey, you
they
want a
would.
driver? No, I'm good.
I'll walk.
Okay, no, thanks, I'm
Take
good.
a Lime scooter.
You just see Coach Finch or any of our coaches just on a Lime scooter. I would love to see like Bill Guerin on a Lime scooter.
Oh my God.
It's like I bet you he would. If
I-
he would just stare at us and be like, I'm
Can
never
we-
taking one of those
Can we
things.
say something mean about him right now?
Bill Guerin or
Yeah.
Finch?
No,
Bill Guerin. Okay.
Guerin.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be able to operate the app and get the scooter started?
Probably not.
No, I don't.
We would have to help him. Like, what app is it? You'd
Wait,
down-
so he'd be like, trying to put the camera up to the QR code and be like, so I have to take a picture of the scooter?
It's like, no, you got to. Well, the QR code on
Hold
the
it
front.
there.
It's like, I'm taking a picture of the scooter. It tells me to take a picture. That would be hilarious. We got to get Billy G to
Although once
get
he's on it, I bet you wouldn't be able to get him off. He'd have
No.
so much fun.
He would probably write it around the X or the upper
Apparently,
area.
he's got your jersey, right?
Yeah, apparently he has a jersey of mine, and he has not disclosed yet what name it is or what name is
Yeah.
on it. It would be funny if it was just Guerin.
Yeah. I wish I would have told him in advance, like, dude, just put your own name on it. Make this about you.
Yeah, or put my last name on it, or
Power.
I don't know. Seriously,
Yeah.
or there's just no name. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just
really
one of those
care.
jerseys without anyone on the back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for it so I can part ways with my Zach Parisi jersey officially.
Yep. Have to retire that. Maybe dig a hole in the ground.
Maybe.
Otherwise, a couple other notes on the Wolves. 12-8 at the road, 7-3 at home. So obviously better at home. No surprise. Last thing I got, Timberwolves Brazil still exists, by the way. Have you seen them on Instagram?
Yeah, a little bit.
Some serious jump scares.
Yeah,
lately.
I kind of stayed away. It's very entertaining stuff, but I'm just kind of disturbed by some of it.
If you don't know the bit, just go on Instagram and search Timberwolves Brazil.
And I think it's spelled literally like how they say it, Brasil. It's like
Yeah, with the
Brasil. So
SIL. It's just a lot of furry stuff.
Brasil,
Fair
Brasil.
warning. Sarge, you might be into that.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched furry porn?
No, I need to see skin.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, thanks
All
for
right.
disclosing that. Yeah, that's great.
That's the Timberwolves update.
One more thing before we move on. Did you see Rudy? I can't remember. Someone on the Celtics, number 7. I don't know his name. Not a basketball guy, but he's been like dyeing his hair like Carlos Boozer, and it's his like hair dye has been showing up on people's jerseys. But
Oh, that's tough.
Rudy pointed at him and was like giving him like, "Hey, just fucking lose the hair."
Yeah. Hey, Rudy did it.
Exactly.
He went full head shave in the offseason. I respect that when guys
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, and
LeBron could learn a thing or two from Rudy
Yep.
Gobert, which is something you never thought you'd hear yourself say.
It's like, bro, you're not 22. This isn't 2005, man. This is 2025. You're still playing in the league, which is great, but you're old.
Not to circle back to Tiger, he needs to shave his head too.
Yes.
There's some
Very
guys.
brutal
Just let it go.
stuff.
Let it go.
Is it? Have you seen the? It has to be edited, but the picture of LeBron James's bald spot where it looks like Jordan crying.
Oh yeah, someone
That's
put a
got to
meme
be
on
like
that.
very slightly edited because it looks very real.
I think it was slightly edited.
Very slightly edited.
I think that was edited, but it is perfect how it, like, even if it is edited, it's like a perfect outline
Yeah,
of the Jordan crying, which is just
which
super
was
ironic.
perfect to post right after we beat them in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Great meme. That meme will never. By the way, the Michael Jordan meme will never
No, it'll never die.
never die. It'll go on for generations and generations.
Just one of the biggest badasses in American sports, just having a good cry.
Yeah, it's great.
Speaking of crying, you want to talk about the Minnesota Vikings?
Oh, the crying is, we're past the crying phase. But yeah, it's very stressful.
What phase of grief is this? Is this like acceptance now?
This
where
is
we're like,
acceptance.
we're not
We suck.
we're not fighting it anymore.
No, we suck.
We're bad.
They're
Really bad.
well. It's too bad because when you say we're bad, like you got to look at the team as a whole. Like, is the whole team bad?
no, the offense is really bad.
The offense is bad, but then it goes back. We don't have a quarterback.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. And granted, some of this play calling from KOC has been questionable.
Yeah,
That might be good.
4th and 1 again, and he calls a shotgun pass play with
the rookie quarterback.
with an undrafted rookie quarterback.
It's like you just got to run the ball because like Mason, it's too bad because Mason and Jones are running the ball well right now.
Yeah.
That's the only positive part of this fucking offense. The O-line is just, we had maybe 2 starters again.
Yeah, I think
What is going on?
I think the Ryan Kelly experiment might be done at this point. He's had 2 concussions this season. He finally came back this week and now has, I believe, a hip flexor injury. I don't know if he'll be back. I saw Justin School played this week. It's never a good sign when he's in the lineup.
Because I don't think they want him in the lineup. It's like a Tarasenko
Yeah.
situation, maybe. I don't know.
Now, we should have scored a touchdown, but Brandell decided to assault a corner on the other team who was just trying to strip the ball out of Mason's hands. So not a great game from him either. O'Neal had a few false starts, or at least a few penalties, and then Darisaw didn't play either. So it's just, I think the O-line, whether some of it is obviously out of our control, the injuries and all that stuff, but the O-line I think is at the core of it. I think if they had time, like if they had the time that Darnold would have in the pocket last year, I think the results are drastically different.
Yeah.
But the problem is this same O-line hasn't played with each other all year long.
No, it's been, I think we maybe have had a healthy O-line for 2 games,
Yeah.
and we played our better football, but we still might have lost because, we had our quarterback struggles. But, yeah, it comes down to having a good O-line, but we were supposed to have this resolved
Yeah.
without allegedly putting all this money into a quarterback like people bitched about for 7 years with Kirk Cousins, is that we're paying all this money, we can't have a good O-line. Now we have no money in a quarterback, and we can't figure – and I get it, they're getting injured, but some of these starting guys that we signed that are supposed to be good aren't playing well.
Right.
It's like we didn't invest enough into it, and it's fucking annoying. It is kind of sad, though, that Max Brosmer still had a better completion percentage that McCarthy has had almost all year. It was still like
for more yards than
threw
at least
last
McCarthy did in
week.
Lambeau. Now he threw 4 picks. Do you guys want to hear a really sad quarterback stat?
No.
Vikings QBR in Week 12, McCarthy had a 34.2. In Week 13, Max Brosmer's QBR 32.8. QBR if you spiked the ball every play, 39.6.
Dude, that's so sad.
Higher than both.
What the fuck?
I don't know how that's actually possible, but
You
it's because you're not throwing picks, I guess.
In fantasy football, when no matter what defense you pick up, they just get negative points. They just get stomped. And you're like, well, I guess I just won't start a defense because I think I can do less damage to my team by not starting one. Do the Vikings do that at quarterback? Do they just purposely not start a quarterback and then just do direct snaps and like jet sweeps
Bring in Justin Jefferson
to
as the
do
quarterback.
less damage and cause less turnovers?
Dude, they could go to like how does like Army? Is it Army and
Triple
college football?
options.
They do like this triple option offense.
Yeah.
And Georgia Tech did it for the longest time. We should just go to a triple option offense
Yeah.
and just have Addison, Jefferson, these guys switch off at quarterback, do jet sweeps, do crazy run plays. They probably would have a better chance of winning football games.
And then you want to know what you do. You bring in Cam Akers
Yeah.
as the quarterback.
Yeah.
If you actually need to throw the ball.
Well, we released him again.
Oh, we
didn't
can add him.
But we
Dude,
can add him back.
We've
bring him
also
back.
been. Have you noticed we've just been dropping and re-adding Desmond Ritter? I see a transaction, I feel like once a week that says he's been released, and then we just sign him to the practice squad again.
It's like a fantasy football owner
Yeah.
who is like his quarterback keeps getting injured or one's on a bye and he has to keep picking up a guy.
I do that with guys in fantasy hockey. There's some guys I'll add and drop like 4 times a year
Yeah.
because I'm like, well, this guy sucks.
Mm.
So I add the guy, and then someone better comes on the waiver wire, so I drop the guy and add the new guy. The new guy gets hurt, so I got to add the old guy again. That's kind of what we're doing with Desmond Ritter.
That's all we're doing because I know they're already going with McCarthy this weekend, but if they have to go to him, I'm cooked. I'm out.
Have you seen the memes of like KOC releasing 9 back into the game again, and it's like a rabid dog getting out of a cage, but it's that picture of McCarthy in the locker room where he was a demon.
Yeah, that
And that meme is getting circulated around the internet by official teams now. Actually, I think the NFL posted a meme of McCarthy and said 9.
they have been. I mean, national media has been talking about Brosmer in not a good way either. Like we're making headlines
This is like
for the wrong
this is
reason.
record breaking.
This is bad. I mean,
I said this at our watch party at Pints and Paddle on Sunday. I was like, isn't it crazy to think the best quarterback we've gotten, the best quarterback play the Vikings have had this year is from Carson Wentz?
yeah, dude. It's and the thing is, if he never had that torn labrum, I think he's still playing right
He'd
now.
still be playing.
And we win. We could be 7-5. We could be, because he was we've talked about this. He clearly was missing throws even Carson Wentz makes, and when it came out that he had torn his labrum and he was like basically in pain out in the field, and he was forcibly being played, just is not good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's time to recycle that meme, that AI generated one where it's Carson Wentz in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
He's got his shoulder all taped up. KOC's like, "Hey Carson, how you doing?
Yeah.
How's the shoulder?" And he's like, "It's good, coach." He goes, "Good.
Yeah.
Ready to play this Sunday or what?"
Yeah. Ready to go? Oh man, dude. Yeah, it hasn't been good. This is probably the worst we have been. A worst start to the season we've honestly had
Yep.
since maybe Christian Ponder, which is
Yep.
not a good sign at all.
And while Quezzy was already having a rough week, it got worse yesterday. Adam Thielen was like, "Get me out of here.
That's
can't do
not
it."
a good sign.
After being healthy scratched by KOC on Sunday. I mean, he hasn't been good this year, but also he hasn't even had a shot to be good.
Yeah, someone just tipped $33. Does that mean someone bought
Yeah,
something?
I think
Shout
someone
to
bought
them.
maybe someone bought a hat.
Hell yeah. Yep. That's
Fuck
exactly
yeah.
what that means.
Let's fucking go.
Fuck yeah.
Super fucking pumped right
Now
now.
we can retire.
Yeah, no, $33.
Stop watching the Vikings. No.
That's
Yeah, so Thielen was basically healthy scratched on Sunday. KOC said
Mm-hmm.
he's not going to be playing today. He requests a trade, or he requests to be released, which now means we've lost. I think we trade 2 picks to the Panthers for him.
Yeah, we did. We lost like 2 picks.
Yep. And
For
then he signs in Pittsburgh with Aaron Rodgers. So that's a team like the Wild get ridiculed for just picking up aging guys who are older, and maybe at the tail end of their career. That's what Pittsburgh's doing in the NFL.
Yeah, they're trying to win a Super Bowl with old men. See if they can pull a record. I don't know, but no, that I kind of lost respect for Thielen a little bit this year in the sense of not only is he slowing down, but he's like arguing with the refs and doing all this other stuff, and he's clearly like frustrated. Probably like, I'm not getting playing time, but it's like, dude, you haven't played all that hot this year yourself.
You're also
like,
with Justin Jefferson and
Yeah.
Jordan Addison. You've been on. It's the same team you were on
yeah,
before.
I know.
What do you mean you're not getting like reps?
Yeah,
The worst quarterback. That can be true.
I think that when he was on, I think before. I mean, he was probably wide receiver number 2 before Addison. But
Oh, I suppose that was the same year we drafted Addison. He went to Carolina.
when we drafted Addison,
I think
was
all 3 of
Thielen
them were
still
on.
here?
It was his rookie year,
Yeah, Thielen was still here.
2022.
Yeah, because then we got rid of him when the year we got rid of Kirk.
It was the Magic Run year, right?
Yeah. Well,
Second to last year with
or
Kirk.
whatever. Well, Addison, I think, wasn't on the team yet that year.
Okay.
Second year of KOC.
Oh, that was
tore his Achilles.
2023. Yeah.
2023. I think Thielen wasn't gone yet then, was he? Maybe he was. I don't know. I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Here's a sad stat. So up until last week, he had 8 catches and 69 yards for the year. Adam Thielen did.
Yeah, not good.
69. Nice.
And Grant, at least it wasn't 67.
Yeah.
So we don't have to do that stupid
Yeah,
shit.
true.
69. That's more our.
We could bring in
our
Hoopify
era.
next week and
Yeah, right.
have him do this thing.
Oh
and
yeah,
see if
6'7".
Steelers did.
Yeah, right. That whole bit, but yeah, I mean, part of that is the quarterback play. When you have the better quarterback you have, he's going to get more targets and more looks or whatever. But like, I don't know.
So we basically gave up 2 draft picks for absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And, I made like a funny comment about that, and someone replied to me in even a more depressing fashion that adds another layer to this whole thing that says, not like we know how to draft anyways, so who cares if we lose picks?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably for the best. It sets us in our place a little bit to have less picks. To be like,
less
no,
picks,
we
more
can't fuck
free
it up.
agents, because
Yep.
Quezzy can do free agency pretty well.
He can, but it's getting to the point now where we're kind of seeing how the con of that is that you do need to draft young, good, youthful talent. Instead of relying on the free agent market to pick up guys that are mediocrely priced and are still maybe good, but I don't know. Can you really build a team around that? You got to have a good pipeline, and Bill Guerin would agree.
Right. So, dude, here's what's crazy. We talked about this, I think, yesterday when we were all on Discord. Did Will the Thrill only have 1 kick total on Sunday, and it was the opening kickoff in the second half?
I don't think he even had an opportunity to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you got to give a shout out to Andrew DePaula and Will Reichard and Ryan Wright.
Yeah,
They're
dude,
the stars of this team right now. Special teams.
Outside of a few of Price's fumbles,
yeah.
the special teams have been great.
Yeah.
That's something.
The kicking has particularly been great.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been bad. It's getting to the point where I almost don't even want to watch.
Yeah,
It's so atrocious. And that's sad. That's the first time in maybe, I mean, during some Christian Ponder era days when I was in high school, I didn't watch some games. I literally didn't turn it on, and sure as shit, they would get blown out. Like, this is where it's turning into. And it's just sad, dude, because, like, I said it somewhere on Twitter or something the day we got rid of Kirk, like, we're set back for 5 years. And
Might have been right.
And I know Darnold was good last year, right? But we saw again more of why Darnold isn't the guy long term.
Under
He-
pressure,
he
he's-
played
yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
On Sunday, he had the ball for over half the game. He throws 120, just as many yards as Brosmer.
Right.
Like, he's not the guy. It's like, and
And their fans had the audacity to, after the game, be chirping Grenard. I don't know if you saw that clip.
yeah.
How does
what?
4-8 feel? How does 4-8 feel? And then he goes, you guys are going to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we are. He goes, all right, well, good luck.
Yeah, which they're definitely not.
No
Like,
fucking chance.
They're gonna get killed in the playoffs if they make the playoffs, and it's just
Let's
just-
play.
I don't know, man.
Play. How do the Vikings do the rest of the season?
Oh, again,
Yeah.
The last time we did this, we got ridiculed.
loss. They ended up winning.
Okay, actually, no. I think we kick it off with a win. I think we can beat the Commanders.
The Commanders had a good game though.
They actually did have a.
Who
pretty
did they
good
play
game.
again on Monday
Broncos.
Broncos.
Sunday night.
They took them to overtime.
And I know the Broncos are probably one of the worst 9-2 teams I've ever seen.
They're 10-2.
10-2, whatever. I think they're. I'm not to discredit Bo Nix and them. They just have they've scraped by barely on some really bad football teams.
I don't know though, dude. I heard McCarthy was cooking tonight and he was taking reps in the kitchen.
Okay, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's right. Or when he was walking the dog or
Yeah.
walking with his kid.
So it goes Commanders.
I'm saying loss. If you want to say
Okay.
win,
Yeah, maybe a win.
I'm saying a loss.
Cowboys, that's a loss.
Loss.
Yeah. Their defense actually looked decent on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, here we go. No, I'm a big Dak guy, honestly.
Yeah.
I love Dak.
You like Big Dak?
I love Big Dak. Honestly, I think I kind of feel bad for Dak being in Dallas, honestly, but I think we lose that game.
Okay, Vikings at Giants. We got to beat the Giants.
We gotta.
At this point, I don't know. I mean, Jackson
Yes.
Dart.
No, we'll beat the Giants. It's him
Sure.
and
I don't know. I just don't.
it's him
I
and
don't
Darius
see
Slayton.
it.
They're the entire team.
I mean, if McCarthy is still playing the way he's been playing, where he can only get us 6 points, I mean, I don't know anymore.
Okay,
middle lines.
I'll
But
gi-
we'll give 'em a win,
That
I
one's
guess.
a win. Lions on the 25th at home. Maybe I don't know that could be one of those games where we're just like, let's play spoiler.
Yeah,
And
Lions aren't that great,
no,
but I just don't see them, especially when them at this point they're going to be pushing the playoffs.
yeah,
They're like, we're not losing this. We're not losing the 9 again.
no.
I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I just don't. And we historically don't play well on these Christmas games.
Let's go wild. Beat the Oilers.
Yeah,
I agree.
beat
The
'em.
game is starting pretty
It just
soon.
started in like 2 minutes ago.
I think we forgot to mention it last week. Someone was spotted at a Detroit game.
Yeah.
And they were wearing a Timu Anzalone jersey, and it just said anal zone.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes.
It was kind of like the
Anzalone.
guy with the penis junior
Yep.
jersey.
Anal
at
zone.
The Vikings game. Okay, so Lions, yeah, that one might be a loss. And then we end the year against the Packers at home. The only hope there is that they've clinched the division, which, no, the Bears are good. Wait, don't we play the Bears a second time? We've
No,
already
we
played them
played 'em.
twice. I
Yeah.
forgot.
That was another game. We
Oh, the
should've
Monday
won it.
Night Football.
Yeah.
That
no,
was when Monday
beat 'em
Night
Monday-
Football to open the year.
But that was when we were down 16-3 after 3
Yeah, we
quarters.
saw 9 for a quarter.
We saw 9 for a quarter, barely, and then
Game
we
was
give
so
up
much
that
fun.
that big run. So
Last thing I have on the Vikings, did you guys see people are recirculating that guy's rap video? Remember that he made?
that guy.
The guy
that, we talked about how this might be
coming
this-
for that number 1 seed. Like, this was when the collapse started last year after this guy released this rap song about the Vikings, and people are now calling back to it saying it hasn't been good since this still, and this was about a year ago.
That was the most cringy video I've ever seen in my entire life. And yeah, that was the week going into that Lions game to get the number 1 seed. The Vikings have been playing good all year, and we just dropped that, get killed in the playoffs.
Or get killed by the Lions.
You know, we get
in
killed
that
by the
big
Lions.
Sunday night game for the first seed in the NFC.
And get killed
and
to the
then
Rams.
Get killed by the Rams, and the season's over, and it hasn't been really been better since. So I've seen a lot of people recirculating this guy's video.
Oh man,
Rap
right
song.
at oh god, that was the
The beginning of the end.
that was rough. That was the beginning of the end for this team. We're back to 2005, 2006, 2007 Vikings fans. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yep.
People think that, and people think quarterbacks just grow on trees, man. It's hard to get a good quarterback in your football team.
I also
a consistent, good quarterback. They think that we just whoever we drafted was going to pan. And McCarthy still technically could, but the hope is just going really bad, really low.
And I do feel bad for Max. There was a lot of pressure going into that game.
Yeah.
The O-line was super banged up, and people were throwing around Brock Purdy, Tom Brady, seriously throwing around those names, saying like Max is going to shock the world. He had a lot of pressure going into that game. I bet he never even thought he'd even be starting. He thought maybe I'll go in and like take a couple reps in like a blowout game. I don't know if he ever anticipated actually starting, especially on a game in one of the loudest environments on the road in wintertime.
It's sad because like this, at least at the start of the game, he did look the way he looked. He had a quarterback look to him. The way he stepped back in the pocket, like he looks like an NFL quarterback. But when he passed the ball, and I know he was pressured and it was his first game and all that, but when he would just overthrow guys slightly, throw picks, and make those, just bad errors where
he had
it's
some
just
good
like
quotes throughout the week too. He was talking about the difference between like anxiety and nerves, and he's like, nerves are good, like anxiety's bad. It seemed like it was going to be written in the history books. But all right, let's end the show here with winners and losers of the week. This is a pretty simple segment. You're just going to list who you think are some winners, who you think are some losers. Sarge, did you provide any today?
Yeah, my winner is Brian Flores. I know his defense gave up 29 points, but I didn't watch this game. Thank God I was reffing. But from what I've collected in my research is that the defense played unbelievable, and I think he's going to be getting a head coaching job, and I think he fucking deserves it. He needs to get out of here before it gets any worse for him. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are there, but I think he is gone. So he's a winner. I think that performance, the scoreboard doesn't show it, but they were all over him. Sam Darnold didn't do shit.
Yeah.
That was just incompetent offense right there.
The defense has been in games all year.
Yeah, they really have.
I wouldn't blame him either for leaving. People are talking. Do you think Jettas will leave?
I wouldn't be shocked. I said
what do you get in return for him?
Another prediction I had that he's going to want to request a trade in a couple of years because he's not going to have a good quarterback throwing to him, and
it might happen sooner than a couple of years.
When he was obviously here. There's more stats, right? Because he was here for a majority of his career. Here he was here with Kirk, right? And I guess, and he did well last year with Darnold, but I guess he averaged almost like 180 yards a game, 150 yards a game with Kirk, that tandem, and now it's just gone drastically, like to nothing.
Right.
So it's like he's got to be just like, he's not getting it. I don't know. That'd be just depressing if he did, but
yeah, I think he had 6 yards on Sunday.
It's so bad.
One reception.
It's bad.
Like that. All right, what do you got for winner, Sarge?
That was my winner. Oh, well, I got another one.
Oh, sorry.
I got another one.
Winner.
I got another winner. The Blackhawks black jerseys are huge winners, guys. Those things are sick, and you know it.
You're so ready to just take a lime scooter from Minneapolis to St. Paul.
No, that's going to be you, bud.
April.
Or that's going to be Jake. Or no, that's going to be you.
I wasn't on this bet, but I mean,
we're going to make you wear the 2008 Global Financial Crisis sweatshirt the week of Christmas.
That's fine. It is what it is. Bet's a bet.
All right, yeah, dude. No, I agree. Brian Flores winner. Jake, what do you got?
I guess we'll start with a loser. A few losers, I guess I have. Say Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah.
Oh, that was gonna be my loser too.
Yeah, big loser just from the Adam Thielen thing, and now a few years into his tenure with some of the draft picks, and now he's handled some signings and everything like that. It's not looking good. I would say I wouldn't say it's on KOC per se. I honestly think behind closed doors they're not on the same page. And Kwesi just has been off the mark on drafting and all that. And, yeah, this week with the Thielen stuff, just not a good look for him. So I'm going to say he's a loser on that.
Is he on the hot seat?
Yes.
Definitely.
And
I would say yes.
And do you think if we don't win a game the rest of this season, he's fired?
I think he might, yeah.
I think he should be fired regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
just they're not looking. He's just the way he's handled things has just been kind of incompetent. And I don't know. He's definitely a loser in my book right now. Another loser I would say is myself. I would say for treating my body horribly this past week, despite probably dealing with a what I think was a sinus infection,
An
still
upper body injury.
upper body injury, and eating a ton of food, which was going to happen over Thanksgiving, but still drinking, playing hockey still, standing in the cold all day Saturday. Just absolutely brutal what I did to myself this past week. So I am myself a loser. I mean, I'm always a loser, but I'm more of a loser because of that.
That's what we call hashtag accountability, though,
Yep.
Jake.
Be accountability. It's a good pillar in corporate America.
Motivation.
Accountability. My winners quick, I would say, going back to the Vikings, Will Reichard. Being a record-setting year for the Vikings. It's kind of overlooked by the dog shit record of the team right now and dog shit play of the quarterback position, but he's been playing really well. We're all right hard for Reichard, and we finally have a kicker that could probably make that 40-yard kick to punch us to the Super Bowl, but we'll probably never witness it, at least anytime soon. So that's annoying. Also, Jesper Volstedt,
Yep.
just for being an absolute beauty. Great dude, great netminder, still undefeated, I think, in regulation. And also, just quick shout out as a winner, my mother for cooking and putting together an amazing Thanksgiving spread.
Okay.
So, got to give a shout out. Like I'm the high school state hockey tournament.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. So
Also, Will Reichard, I saw he was handing out turkeys on Wednesday
Yeah.
to, I don't know if it was like homeless people or
Yeah.
if it was at like a shelter.
for a shelter, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
yeah.
So good for him.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
beautiful.
Good stuff. All right, my winners, the old school Wolves jerseys.
Yes.
They just,
Oh yeah.
I think it was Sunday's game. They played in them again, and they never get old. They need to be the full-time jerseys.
Yep.
They're so good. The cord is so good. The branding, it's 10 out of 10. It's absolute winner shit, and they win games when they're playing in that. They channel the inner Kevin Garnett and
Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah.
I saw, speaking of a quick side tangent, I saw like a quick post. It is the 27th anniversary when Latrell Sprewell got kicked out of practice for punching coach.
Yeah.
Or something when he was on the Pistons or Knicks or whatever it was. I'm like, that's so funny.
Historic stuff.
And then we got him after that, which is
Yeah.
funny.
Also got to give a shout out as a winner to Flames goalie Devin Cooley for defying the old heads of the goaltending position. He uses a VR game to warm up. You ever seen that like NHL challenge? Sarge, different VR.
VR for probably more productive purposes. But yes.
What are you talking about? That's productive as hell.
Practicing
so
for a family, I
The
guess.
practicing for reproduction.
Oh man.
No, but the
yeah.
you know,
I
the,
know what you mean.
the NHL like
Yeah.
goalie game
Yes,
where you can
yes.
do pucks. Yeah, he
Yeah.
sits there and does that.
Probably
I feel
something,
like Patrick Waugh, if he saw that, would be disgusted.
Yeah, you'd be like, this isn't going to help you. He'd throw that thing right in the trash, right at the wall.
Yeah. So, losers. I got Lane Kiffin.
Oh, yeah.
Big time loser. Big time loser for
He's a prick.
I get he took the money at LSU. It's crazy. It's crazy that he isn't even going to get to coach his team in the college football playoff. I know he wanted to, but who would want to play for him anyways if they're like, you're just leaving next year?
That's just so bizarre to me that your team is in a college football playoff to play for a national championship, and you're just
You're just going to jump ship.
jump ship. I get that if they're giving, but that's weird to me. Yeah, he's bounced around like has no allegiance to anybody. Like
No,
you can't trust him.
And I mean, sadly that is college football. Sometimes the highest bidder wins, which is LSU, despite the fact that they have to pay Brian Kelly, was that like $48 million or something like that?
Yep.
So
Yep.
something like
Brian Kelly.
taxpayers. But yeah, the fact that, he just jumped ship on his players, and even he can blame, the university all he wants for saying, well, I wanted to coach my players into the college football playoff, but, they wouldn't let me. It's not my decision. Where it's like, dude, who would want to follow you anyways? What if your boss, who was, jumping to your competitor in a couple weeks, tried to tell you to do something and tried to inspire you? You'd be like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah. Right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I also have Diddy as a loser because a new Netflix doc is coming out. I think it actually came out today. That's a 4-part series, oddly told in the perspective of 50 Cent. Not sure what the connection is there. I mean, they were obviously, titans of the industry at the same time. But someone took a screenshot on Twitter where it's like they were just dying because it's like this whole documentary roasting him, and then it cuts to 50 Cent, and he's like laughing, like because he's just happy he's burying this guy. Also, though, shout out to Diddy. Did you guys see he has a prison girlfriend, which is just a guy with pigtails?
Okay. Really?
I don't know how they
Okay.
got the photo, but he's like really gray. And it's not an AI generated photo either. That's what I thought it was. It's like someone like snuck a photo of him. He's got gray hair, and he's got a guy with pigtails around his arm, and it says like, Diddy has found a prison girlfriend.
Oh no! It's like I just picture the guy from Longest Yard.
That's exactly.
Yeah,
what
yeah, that's
I'm-
like Brucey. Remember how he's screwing around with the cheerleaders? Yeah, that's what Diddy's doing.
What's happening?
Yeah,
I mean, people don't like forget that he's actually kind of old. Like Diddy's,
yeah,
what,
he's
all 50?
pretty grayed out. I would imagine too. These last few months have been quite stressful.
Yeah,
As
as they should be.
Last thing on him, I saw someone was exploring one of his abandoned mansions, and in one of his basements there's a swimming pool, and then at the bottom of the pool are the glass windows. You can walk around and just observe from the bottom of the pool up.
That's so weird.
Just look at people swimming.
That's so
That's
bizarre.
so fucked up.
That's really messed up.
Really
actually.
bad.
Like, oh my
Really
gosh,
troubling
nice try, Diddy.
Yeah, nice try, Diddy.
Oh man,
But he found love.
he did good for
Everyone
him in
deserves
prison.
to find love.
Yes, even if it's in prison.
Hitler found love. Somehow.
Yeah, yeah, he
Ava Braun. I shouldn't know that. I shouldn't know that much about.
did. About Hitler.
Yeah. All right. We'll end the show there on Hitler. And Diddy.
As we always
And
should.
Lane Kiffin. 3 losers.
Yeah,
Three
those
big,
are
big time fucking losers.
big losers.
Big losers.
Yep.
Folks, drink Captain's Patch if you go to Wild Games. Thank you so much for supporting us as always. Buy our merch, 10ktakesmn.com. The store has been flooded with orders. It's been great. Supports us, supports the brand, so we thank you so much for that and for buying Captain's Patch, for following us on all the socials, and listening to all the other episodes of 10K TV. So this has been another Tuesday edition of the 10K Rundown on 10K TV, and we will